welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Couples Diary, and like I said, we have a celebrity guest right here, and he'll be sharing his views on the concept of an ideal woman. Is it a far-fetched notion? Is it realistic or relative to each man? And our guest today is Mr. Adeniyi Johnson. Welcome to the show, sir.
Hi, how are you doing? Hello.
How you doing?
Very well, very well.
Good to have you on the show.
Yeah, thank you. Nice being here. Good to see you.
I mean, you're a perfect gentleman.
I wish. Maybe in some mood. Sometimes I'm not, but oftentimes I am.
What I've seen so far,
okay.
You've been such a perfect
Thank
gentleman.
you, thank you. Thank you. It's an honor.
So the topic of today, an
Okay.
ideal woman. I mean, guys have these pictures they have in their imagination or fantasy that
That's true.
there's an ideal woman. Is it a far-fetched notion? Is it realistic, or is it relative to each man? Is it something that, I mean, what do you think about it?
Basically, or personally, let me use the word personally. I think it is realistic.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Okay, fine. It depends on your idea about it depends on what you mean by your ideal woman.
Okay.
To some, the ideal woman has to be able to dance and cook. To some, the ideal woman has to be a socialite. To some, the ideal woman has to be an introvert. So it depends on how and what you mean by being an ideal woman.
Okay.
For someone like me, I believe my ideal woman is a woman who fears God.
Wow.
And then the fear of God encapsulates every other thing. When you fear God, you will love your husband. An ideal woman will love her husband dearly. When you fear God, you'll be submissive. That doesn't make you a slave. That doesn't mean you don't have your say in the marriage, but you become submissive to your husband. An ideal woman prays for her husband.
Okay.
So my own kind of idea when it comes to picking an ideal woman has to be a woman who fears God. You have to fear God. The fear of God for me is my own ideal woman.
Okay, so we can say that it's actually relative to each man.
Of course.
I mean, what an ideal woman. But you know that some men have some unrealistic. I mean, they paint such a perfect woman, and I'm like, are you?
For some men, the ideal woman has to do with the shape or the stature.
Yeah.
They want a woman who is an hourglass. You have to be Coke bottle. You have to be prim and proper. Some believe that you must have long hair. I like hair. Some will say I like women with bow leg. That's what they see as the ideal woman.
Are you telling that there are some men who
Of course. I met a couple of men. Yeah, no. Wow. There are some men that say I like it bow. It makes them thick. We look for so many things in women. So personally, for me, that's my own view of being an ideal woman. But some other men we contradict or we go against what I've said. They'll say my own ideal woman. You don't have to ideal woman. You don't have to fear God. Once you can cook, you can do this and this and this. I mean, you're ideal as I'm concerned. But for me, I mean, when you fear God, you're my ideal woman.
You're ideal woman.
That's me.
All right. Okay. But when you look at this definition that some men have for women, at times it kind of puts women under pressure to do some things that gents can't. What do you say about that?
It depends on the woman. If you want to be under pressure, actually, who are you impressing?
Okay.
I don't need to impress and I don't need to oppress. Women also put men under pressure.
Really? How?
Yeah, thank you. Number one, you want every good thing in the world, and that is money. He's under pressure to make lots of money to make you happy. Some men are under pressure to build six-pack. My brother, six-car. I'll take six-car. You will see women following me. So lots of men are under pressure, but for women, it depends on your notion and the belief about yourself. You are naturally beautiful, depends on how you carry yourself. Beauty goes beyond what they see on the outside. It depends on what comes from the inside. You meet some women, what comes from their inside covers whatever comma you are seeing on the outside. When they speak, you see knowledge, they're intelligent, they can keep a home, they are submissive, they are good to go, they are industrious, they are supportive. I mean, who we have such a woman and you tell me the woman that is an hourglass I'm looking for? So it depends on on the kind of a pressure you want to be put under. Some men will task you, they will task your intelligence. They want you to be up and down when it comes to your intelligence. They want you to speak wisdom. Go outside and represent my home. But some will want you to walk on the street and other guys, boy, sit down here. No, it depends. So if you want to be under pressure for what? To add value to life? Or to go and take some flesh from your lap and head to somewhere? I don't know. It depends.
Wow.
It depends.
Amazing. So it's really, really relative and it depends. You don't have to put yourself under pressure like
it's not,
Mr. Adeniyi.
It's not needed. It's not needed. Any man who sees you with a flat tummy, or any man who sees you with a flat butt and comes to you, must take you with your flat butt till the end of your life. You saw me that way, you walked up to me, then after a while you tell me you want to add flesh to it. Why? It has killed a lot of people, and we know about. So for me, I believe what comes from the inside matters more than what you are seeing on the outside. The outside is just a container.
We'll come back to that. This is not that you're saying what is from the inside is very men. All right, you heard Mr. Adeniyi, but we'll go on the streets now to find out what people are really saying about this notion. Stay with us. Welcome back. This is still Couples Diary, and we've been talking about an ideal woman for marriage. Mr. Adeniyi Johnson has been our celebrity guest, and he said so many things. And of course, we've heard what people out there have said. But right to what you said about what comes from the inside, are you really telling me that the outside doesn't matter for you?
It does. Why not? Before you buy a product, the container has to attract you before you go for the content.
Really?
A dirty and a bad container, you can't be convinced to buy the product because it tells more about what is inside. Okay. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. But our major focal point should not be on the container. Okay. Some books are beautiful on the outside, but when you open to read, when you get to the last bit, is this all about the book? I bet why I waste my time. So it's about that is needed. That's the attractive point for a man. Wow, that lady is simple, she's pretty. But what does she have to offer? It goes beyond being beautiful. At times, at some point, you get tired of seeing the beautiful because you're going to live for the rest of your life. Okay. You'll be like, okay, I've seen the beautiful face over and over again. When she speaks, what else does she bring to the table? Okay. Some women are so beautiful, but when you spend 2 minutes with them, you can tell all they're all about. It's all about buying these, and then it's quite there's nothing here. They're not industrial. So it goes both go work hand in hand. That's just it. The container and the content must be considered. All right. Okay. So tell me. Now you've spoken about the container and the content. Now tell me, about you. What is that thing physically that attracts you to women? Apart from you said that the fear of God, that's the in. I know. Now we're talking about the out thing now. Yeah. What is it that really will make you look at a woman twice? When you are pretty and neat. When you are pretty and very neat. I'll look at you again. I like any general feature. No, when you are not fine, you want to go for fine things. Features, it varies. It depends on my, Sometimes you see the front attracts, sometimes the back attracts, and I'm a man, so But so no particular feature that really. When the lady is beautiful, you know what I mean by being beautiful now. Both can be. Somewhere the curve must be, at least not that I go out to look out for the curve that must be curvy. Okay. A bit of it is fine. Then let's talk. Let's get to know each other. And okay. At some point, the intelligence might cover the lack of curve. Maybe it's this that is not enough. You just like when I see intelligence. I don't even bother. I see it as what is massive enough for me. Okay. So when I look at you, I don't want to say. I know what you want me to say, but I'm careful not saying it. But at the same time, I won't shy from the fact that it attracts me to women as well. So basically, let's say I like them thick. Men are not too. You see me now. So when we are now in bed, like you drag me, like bone versus bone, no, it's not too good. But when we have something to rub on and then the meat is pushing my head, you know what I mean? Okay, so they know. We'll stop right there. Okay. We get you. Okay. So, thank you very much. You're welcome. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Okay. So thank you so much for sharing your view on this particular thing. Couples Diary still continues. When we come back, we'll have more for you. The interesting part. You don't want to miss it. Stay with us.